跟住老實望窗咁冇啊，冇
你見到有見唔到啊？翻工啊，準時啊，唔使做啊。
Yo, welcome to another episode of Companions of Foods podcast, hosted by me, Eamoondo,
Me, Alfredo.
Me, Carsonito.
where we talk about honest to goodness experience through your own journey and perspective. For more content like this, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon. Today, we'll embark on the topic of cultural differences. Today, we are joined with another guest, Tom Tom.
Hello.
Can you please introduce yourself a little bit more?
So my name is Tom. People call me Tom, but actually my name is Tom. And I guess I originally from Hong Kong, and I moved to Ireland when I was 12 to just study because my dad was here, so I would get an opportunity to come and study. I did the whole secondary, and then secondary school, and then did the college, and now it's working. But actually, I have 2 years. Like I went back to Hong Kong to work for 2 years.
Cool.
Kind of like a brief summary of what I currently stage of my life.
I guess today's topic will really relate to you, resonate, because there's a lot of cultural for you for Hong Kong and Ireland as well. So it'll be nice to kind of get some insight from your journey being there. I will now pass this over to you, sir.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. And also, Tom made some wings today.
Yeah, they're nice wings.
Can you describe what kind of wings they are?
Korean wings.
Korean wings.
Dakganjong chicken wing. Like, this is Korean name for hot spicy sauce.
And how did you learn how to make this?
I worked in the Korean restaurant in the town. Yeah, it's quite nice. They say it's really nice, and I basically used the recipe from the shop.
You guys want Tom Tom's recipe? DM him.
Oh, yes.
Sure.
Could do it closer, get that ASMR effect there. Oh, baby.
Nice.
Are you guys satisfied now?
Is it spicy, yeah?
No, it's perfectly good.
So we're going to speak on cultural difference or cultural shock. What, in your own words, does cultural difference mean? It's open.
He's too
It's open to
busy
the
eating.
floor. Yeah, he's too busy. He's got some sauce in his mouth.
It's some tissue. And that's how I didn't use this. Okay.
Culture that defines you.
Cultural difference is simply, different diverse backgrounds, beliefs, customs, traditions, languages, expressions, characteristics in that particular group. So, for example, Tom introduced himself saying that he was originally born in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
He raised there. He moved over to Ireland to study. So, that's kind of cultural background from there.
Yeah.
What typical foods are served, in Asia compared to the Western? So that's kind of a cultural difference there.
粥粉麵飯 that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can't really get them in Ireland. Well, you could go to Chinese.
But it's not authentic.
Yeah, like just I guess the environment here is like, because I think Hong Kong is a very hot kind of country, and the climate is very different to Ireland, and that's why they have all these different. That's why it's such a big difference compared to here, just potatoes and different kinds of potatoes or different ways of making potatoes.
For sure.
They're nice though. I'm not saying.
Would you eat? Do you eat?
Chicken feet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 喂，咁有咩係你唔食㗎？返嚟香港，即係你咩內臟嗰啲都食嘅。
Yeah，最好食嗰啲，
That's not into that.
最好食嗰啲嘢都會偷嘅。
Yeah.
Because intestine 佢唔食嘅喎。
哦，係咩？Such a 鬼仔嚟㗎。
啲鬼仔性格。
I tried it before.
I don't like it.
Eamon offered it to me. I was like, what is that aftertaste? It's just, no.
I think it depends how you make them. If you like 即係嗰啲炸大腸咧，yeah, if you fry them, it's nice.
Yeah.
But like salt chili.
You know 雞子。
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, in the
chicken
flour.
testicles, right?
Yeah, in the flour. 打邊爐 you put it as so nice.
Oh, I actually never had that for 打邊爐. I had that in just 大排檔。雞子，
yeah, because when you eat it, like 一咬時咧，it's like
爆醬，好似爆醬牛樣。
yeah.
What does it taste like then?
It's really hard to explain.
Yeah, you have to try to do.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
If you're experienced, like the cultural difference, right? Like that's definitely cultural difference.
Obviously, yeah.
I guess
It's like when you go to when you're in primary school or secondary school, you bring in your own lunchbox that your mom made you. So you have your fucking organs or
you have organs when you
Or like fried noodles or something, you know? Or tao fan,
yeah, and then all your friends are, oh, what's this?
you're kind of ashamed to show them. Nothing. It's
It's
just
like, oh,
sandwiches.
nothing like it's just beef.
But I think you should show it off in a way because like that's like eating Chinese takeaway in school for them, and they like when we're younger, it's like we kind of don't want to be the different one. But when I think back now, because I remember when I first came, I think my auntie was here maybe, so she cooked like these kind of noodles for me to bring to school. And at first, because I don't know much English, and everyone's just eating sandwiches and stuff. But like in Hong Kong, our school, like even primary school, we have proper food you eat outside. Like we won't pack like sandwiches and crisps and stuff like that. We have like we basically eat lunch in school. Like you pay, and then school they have
their own canteen.
It's they basically serve you food like rice and like every day is different menu and that kind of thing. So it's much nicer than here. Talk about eating rice.
個花款啦喺香港，isn't it？
Yeah， 即係佢嗰啲雖然有時都唔好食嘅，因為佢係外判俾人做，佢係俾嗰啲專係俾做飯盒嗰啲人，嗰啲公司，然後佢哋通常係 mass production，咁所以就 you can imagine the taste, but I guess it's better than sandwiches.
Yeah，
講起你呢個題目 of like school 啦，咁你個最大分別喺香港翻學同呢度翻學，你覺得係最大分別係咩啊？
哦，香港翻學一定超辛苦，
因為我記得以前同你傾過偈啊，你話咩有 band one、band two、band three 嗰啲嘢噶嘛？咁你可唔可以同下嗰啲觀眾分享下係咩嚟㗎？I guess 香港啲人 that are listening knows what it is, but more on the Irish side, it's more kind of like what you had different kind of types of band, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's a different ranking.
Yeah.
For,
即係 band one 係最好啊。
Yeah, band one's the top. Band two, like in the older days, even the band five, that's like the lowest of lowest. That's like 古惑仔都。
咁而家最 low 係咩啊
？Band three, I think. I think it's still
band three 啊。
band tree
Band three
係咪
即係而家 four and five 係冇嘅。
冇咗，但 I think they took it out.
Is that considered as in 快嗰啲學校啊？即係好
Yeah, it's like 古惑仔 also. Even like band three, like the one I go to, because I'm from band three, like I didn't really study well.
唔係你背咗好多紋身㗎喎。
左青龍右白虎。
係咯，都唔係先你話去尖沙咀劈友。
Watch too much movie. Yeah, but they I think this has a way back in the school band days. The ones like a band three especially because I studied in a Wanda scene. That's kind of considered kind of not
雜啊，
都算雜嘅 area.
Really?
Wanda scenes like because I used to live in 慈雲山, and then I'm not sure. Do you heard 慈雲山五虎 that kind of thing? There's like kind of社會 stuff, but like anyway,
我唔識啦，你最熟啦呢家嘢。
The band one, band two, band three, that kind of thing. Basically, if you study really well in like primary school, because you know Hong Kong people they study really hard.
喂，咁佢有唔有嗰啲黑社會入嚟話，喂，Tom 你 join 我哋啦，不如
？They stay outside the door. Like at the gate, like outside. Oh no, they don't normally like come in and sell them. They just there to pick up whoever.
不過見你咁惡都唔收啦，係咪？
係咯，
不如你個殺氣都好重。
你不如你做大佬啦，不如。
大家走去貪當要你啦。
係咯。Band one is like the 精英 that goes because you know Hong Kong studying in Hong Kong, it just mostly because the parents and everyone's pushing the kids to study, and here no one pushes you. Like my dad don't care, and like everyone else, they don't have the mindset to have to do the best. So let's go back to band one to band three. So yeah, I'm from band three, and so I was saying the top, of course, they go to band one, and those are the basoi, and basically it's the one that would be the doctors and like the kind of high end.
Yeah,
that's what the elder Asians parents want their kids to be, and then band three is like the one that don't study, and they just always 出去玩啊，出去機鋪啊，出去 like here is so different. When I first moved here, I moved from Hong Kong from like kind of first year, 中一. And then when I came here, I have to job 2 years.
So you started fifth class.
Fifth class.
Okay.
Wow.
And I experienced how the primary school is like here as well. It's so different. Like in Hong Kong primary school, we have to like boy or stuff like you have to memorize.
Yeah.
Like
佢哋開始做multiplication 啊 division 嗰啲嘛。
Yeah, like we basically studying like the secondary here is our primary kind of.
Yeah.
Like the first 3 years of secondary is like our 5th and 6th class. So I kind of quite advanced in everything, and then
especially maths, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the maths here is.
You're like, this is piss easy.
Yeah, you're very smart.
It's like old age, stone age kind of maths,
Yeah.
right?
係啊，其實呢晚都做到啦，嗰啲
一加一等於二。
都唔使再睇啊都。
But they changed the project maths. That kind of screw everything up.
Oh.
That's a side story, I guess. I love studying here. I love it. Like, it makes
Yeah.
me love.
No,
studying.
it's really laid back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like teacher and all, they don't go to you. Like they don't chase after your homework. Like you do. If you don't do, you don't. Like
Yeah.
They really don't care.
頭先我試過有一次 when I was in primary school, it was in third or fourth class. 跟住個老師俾我唔知 I think probably 20 questions of maths. 跟住it didn't take forever, but took up some time, like, you know. But it was grand, like they're easy enough. It's just like 20 questions, like to me it's okay, it's not too much. But then 跟住去 the next day 有啲家長去到 like complaining to the teacher, why are you giving so much homework like to my daughter or to my son?
yeah.
It's like they're really stressed. I was like, what? Crazy.
Off topic question, were you the guys to do homework all the time, or would you like skip it and not do it?
I'm a good boy. I do all my homework.
Yeah,
I do it.
I do all my homework as well.
Yeah, I was so crazy as well. Whenever I get homework from my teacher, I would spend my lunch break and do the homework. What? Yeah, and I made connection with the janitors. I was like, yo, can you just open the doors so I can spend my lunch break doing my homework?
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. And it got so weird. It got to a point where it got really, really bad where I'm just like, every time we have like 15-minute break, I open my locker. You know the way we have A, B, C, D. D's the lowest. So I try to move up. So I got to a point I moved up to B. So when I have a 15-minute break, I would open the locker door, put my homework in there, and start doing my homework really fast.
Whoa.
I don't know.
So you don't have to do them when you get home.
Yeah. I'm just I don't know, when someone gives me a project, even in college, when I get like assignments or any kind of like homework, I have to do it straight away. I'm kind of like that. Like I'd rather get it over and done with than leave it.
That's good.
But I'm very weird like that. So yeah.
That's a really good mentality.
Yeah.
即係好多細路仔都
Yeah.
即係譬如佢老豆老母，喂，仲快啲做功課就得啦。Like I'll leave it at 8 or 9，即係打成機先啦，即係 leave to last minute. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. All my friends were like,
Good boy, Eamon.
yeah, they're like, come on, stop doing your homework. I was like, I can't.
I have to finish this.
I have to do it.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed doing homework. That's how I learned. I hated studying. Studying was not my thing. It's just homework. Once I do homework, I kind of learn from that. I'd never be like what Eamon is where in his break or free time I do that. Like usually during break or lunch, I just hang out with friends.
Yeah.
But once I go home, I sit down, do the homework, and then that's it. Or like when it's Friday, you get homework. Just do it all on Friday, and then you have Saturday, Sunday off. Yeah.
It's to kind of like piggyback off that. Like when to relate back on the story, it got to a point, Eugene, I started on my own. Then all my friends, I got a group of friends to do homework together during lunch.
What have you done to your friends?
No, we were very serious about our leaving cert
leaving cert.
points. You know, so we're like, oh, fuck it, we have to do extra. So we just like a group of us just like spend our time in the back and then just doing homework together or doing extra work.
Yeah, Hong Kong would be even more extreme. Like they study, because I never really did the Hong Kong A level. That's what they call it. I think it's the same as the UK. They go A level. But I think they just study. That whole year, they don't socialize with people. They just study in the library after school, and then they go like
Study on boats up,
and stuff. Yeah, like I was in like even primary school. I was put the boat up
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
because it's just
Primary school, they do.
that's what parents.
It's the same in
think.
Malaysia actually. Primary school 都係送佢哋去補習. Like literally 補習 is where they learn more than school. It's never enough.
I think so. 香港好多嗰啲 advertisement 咩補習天王嗰啲，
It's literally crazy.
跟住企住手咁樣，係啊。
It's crazy. Every time when I go over, it's like my cousin's like, oh, finish. Like their school is kind of like Hong Kong. It's like, you know, there's two halves to it. One half is like Saigoban, and then the rest, the one that's from the afternoon to like the evening is like Daigobano. So obviously the younger ones are off, but they're not off. They're like boats up, and then it's like they don't even finish like the evening time, literally.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
Sleep, and then back again. It's
How was that for you? Was that like...
I didn't do it, but my cousins did it. But just seeing them do it was
No, even my cousins, whenever I go to Hong Kong, like during the summer holidays, and then I see them doing their homework during their summer breaks. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like, these are just homework for the summer holidays. So
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, here we don't like
crazy.
the weekend. You don't get homeworks. The long holidays, you don't get homeworks. Basically,
Yeah.
when you're on holiday, you're just on holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Hong Kong, all the holidays is your homework opportunity.
It's your free time to do your
Opportunity.
more work.
Yeah.
Or to study.
Yeah, all the teachers see it as like great opportunity for you to do more stuff.
Yeah,
And your
yeah.
parents like put you to different kind of like
Camps.
Yeah,
well
uni camp.
taught.
Yeah,
like
summer
learn
camps.
learn like
Yeah.
Work experience, whatever.
Because 我記得你香港翻學係1至6㗎嘛，
yeah 禮拜六你學嘢咯。
我禮拜六去學。
哦，即係跳舞啊 piano 啊
Sports.
Yeah, sports like 籃球 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Leaving so here is most important because like
Yes, that gets you to
kind-
college.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get you into college. But Hong Kong is like constant. It's a long journey.
Yeah,
yeah.
Just 1-2 years, you work hard, then you get into college.
真係好
then you
大壓力
sorted.
嘅喎。
It is.
But Hong Kong is really competitive.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like.
It is, yeah. Like
即係 even if you 報 like 學校 in like for primary school, secondary school，佢哋真係睇你張 CV and they interview their
They interview,
parents
yeah.
as well.
No, they interview the kid.
Yeah, and the
from
kid.
the parents, yeah.
So even 幼稚園, you know, like kindergarten, they interview the kid.
Yeah.
It's like the kid can't even
How can
barely
you even-
speak. It's like
They
Have
can.
the ability
That's why
to-
the parents train their kids when
Yeah.
they're really
Yeah.
young. Like they probably can say a lot of like words from the books or like they can tell a story or they can
但
do a
係
lot.
我覺得如果喺香港出世過嚟呢度讀書，佢哋啲口才會好好咯。即係你
Oh, yeah.
at least they know 佢要轉來轉得快啊，講嘢要講得即係起碼 bit more like
做嘢都快啲咯。
Yeah, everything
is fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No， 香港
Over there is
係
like
好爽
slow.
快嘅。
Yeah,
Yeah，
yeah.
因為如果你慢，即係譬如你開部電腦，if it takes like 10 seconds，佢哋覺得好慢。It's like what the fuck？
Yeah.
It's like 如果3秒就係 yeah，差唔多。
like even
飲杯
if we're
咖啡啊
moving on to like different culture wise，如果講緊 different of 香港 culture，you know，like I think like 喺香港咧。Like from my experience, like 啲人同喺香港同外地人係爭好遠噶咯。香港我成日都覺得啲人好 like 快啊，趕時間啊，即
Yeah.
係你同佢打招呼係唔你唔會同人打招呼咯，即係你唔識嘅人。
Yeah.
Whereas like being Ireland, being born here, you're kind of like you be like, hey, how's it going? You know, what's the crack?
Yeah，你會
Yeah.
問校人咯。
Yeah,
即係譬如
more
你出去買件衫啊，即係個 cashier 會同你講，Oh, how's your day?
Yeah.
And then 跟住你問翻，Oh, it's good, it's busy or whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
即係 you actually start a conversation with them.
Yeah.
Whereas 如果你喺香港，佢
Yeah.
Uniqlo，
香港嗰啲唔黑你面都好好
It's
嘅。
like 點啊？你啲牌點啊？She's like 嚇，
Yeah, it's
哇
like-
店長佢想溝我啊！
yeah,
你開門俾人咧又唔同嘅喎。
Oh, yeah, it's like they give you a look.
Yeah,
so if you
like,
open the door for them,
what's
自己開唔到
happening
咩
here?
or
Yeah.
something really true.
即係直情
Very
係
cheeky.
另外一個世界嚟嘅喎，
Yeah.
嗰度
Whereas
去
like when you open a door, like you'd obviously just kind of open the door, but kind of let them like you
Yeah.
kind of you don't close it on them. You kind of leave it open. Then whoever
Yeah.
the next person is, you kind of just
Yeah.
they take over and
Yeah.
then they move.
Yeah.
香港 it's like no, it's like whatever. It's just for me. And
Yeah，
Yeah.
就算開咗俾咧，佢唔講
Yeah.
多謝喎。
Yeah.
咩都唔講。
巴士佬咯，you ever have 巴士佬 experience？
Yeah，and 的士佬 as well.
Yeah.
I always heard a lot of stories like 即係唔會講 thanks 嗰啲。
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
正常都唔講嘅。
真係
Yeah.
真係唔講
嚇
嘅。
撲街嚟㗎你係。唉，Yeah，but go on.
No, I mean like 我記得有一次唔係講緊巴士，but like I was walking in 荃灣商場 with my mom, and then like there's this lady in front of me, and 我唔小心踩到佢個腳。即係個腳踭後邊啦，我對鞋唔小心踩到腳踭後邊，真係唔小心㗎，所以我就係對唔住啦。And then she's like，哦唔緊要，and I was like，緊要，OK，
邊度嚟嘅？
and then 眨個眼，she just 停咗喺度，跟住 she walk behind me，一踩落我度，佢就
No
yeah.
way.
And then she's like，哦對唔住，I was like，
What?
I was like,
Where
I was like,
where was this?
This is in Chunwa. This is when I was like,
好細喎係咪？
no, this is like at least when I was 15 or like 14. Like
She did not do that, did she?
She did. My mom was with me, and then my mom was like, 由佢. I was like, 由佢踩，我就特登踩落我嗰度，我都講咗對唔住。I was like, what the fuck, like?
Yeah.
Damn.
There's a lot of weird.
It's the
people,
weirdest thing.
But there's a lot of like weird things happening in Hong Kong. Like,
Yeah.
I think 因為香港翻工壓力大咧，they're really easy to get triggered，即係譬如唔小心
Yeah.
揩到你啊，撞到你，即係
Yeah.
喂做咩啊
Yeah, like
Yeah.
真係好惡嗰啲人。
？Yeah，
even YouTube
冇
like
冇
like 巴士阿叔咁樣，like 你有
Yeah.
眼力，你有冇挑釁我咧？
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of yeah.
Yeah, those stuff.
No, it makes sense, but yeah, I'm not too sure. Like I think I was doing, I went.
You worked in
Hong
Hong
Kong.
Kong, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but there was another story where I think I was 整緊身份證or 開緊咩戶口啊 and then it was like an old granny and she needed help getting down the stairs. And me being me, like if I see that, obviously I just help her out. And I did help her out, and then she was, oh, I'm going. I was like, oh, it's fine. And then one of my uncles came up to me and just said, oh, you did great, but just be careful of that. because
yeah,
they do a lot of that. I was like, oh really? I was like, why though? I was just, that's crazy. He goes, oh yeah, it's just only in Hong Kong and a few places that they do that. It's like any, like, because he goes to Canada as well sometimes, but he sees what I'm trying to do, and he sees
so he knows.
the cultural difference there. But he's just saying, it's Hong Kong is just like that.
Yeah.
Literally just scamming people. It's like, wow,
Yeah.
didn't realize.
No， 香港你譬如做一啲嘢咧，即係佢哋覺得你有機心咯。
That's the word.
即係 they always think you have the wrong intentions.
Or they try to take advantage of it.
Yeah, so sometimes being too nice is just
Get you nowhere there.
get you nowhere. Yeah.
Just keep to yourself. Not like be mean. Like you just when we're in Hong Kong, I just walk because I lived there for 2 years. So when I just walk past everything, I just like and everything.
them.
Yeah, I just put on my headphone and I just walk my way, and everyone just do that.
Yeah.
And just keep to yourself, I guess.
True.
Yeah.
It's a totally different lifestyle. You cannot live as an Irish in Hong Kong.
No.
You get
Yeah. 我覺得你會俾人恰咯，係嘛？
Yeah.
你會俾人恰咯，
俾人
我覺得。
真係啊，俾人打應該都
yeah.
打就
都會嘅。
會
因為呢度嗰啲男仔，我覺得都係太過純咯，我覺得。
Yeah.
They're too gentle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for some，但可能翻到香港啦，跟住唔小心撞到人咧。If someone actually starts on you, like probably have like fist fights，
Yeah.
或者香港嗰啲即刻攞部電話出嚟啊，唔好打我啊！我識得邊個㗎，like
Yeah.
yeah.
Meanwhile, is your best weapon.
Yeah.
Literally.
Well, work is another story, I guess. So I decided to go back to Hong Kong and worked for that 2 years, 17 to like 19. You know the way you go back to summer holiday, you give an impression of like, oh, everything's so nice, food is so nice, you want to live there forever, that kind of thing. At first, I have that thinking as well, but then when I when I experienced it, it's totally different to what I imagined. The work hours long, and you're expected to stay overtime, and people there they don't care about you too much. Like here, like maybe because I work, I guess Amazon is a good place to be. So the manager and other people they care for you and stuff. But in Hong Kong, you're just numbers to them.
Yeah.
Like
Which is kind of sad, isn't it?
you just have to work your hours, and you're expected to work more.
Yeah.
And they just take all the drips out of you. Like you just got nothing left after work. So because I live so far from, I was working in Wan Chai. I live from the Saigon area. So I have to travel
幾遠啊？
really early.
一個鐘啊，係嘛？Traveling.
Yeah.
More is it?
小巴跟住搭 MTR 定咩？
Yeah, 小巴 like 村巴跟住轉 MTR。
MTR 跟住坐踩單車，跟住坐游水，
再行路，跟住游下水，
琴晚三項天人你睇下先。
遲咗到。
Yeah, but 香港人 they really love 翻工。It's
What?
like they really love go to work.
係咪冇選擇啫？定係 What do you mean? Like what do you mean they like?
Like 冇嘢阻到我哋翻工嘅，睇下先。Like you know 打風爆風球。
哦
I don't
yeah
see the
yeah，
poster.
即係譬如世界大戰啊，即係即係 World War，not can stop them from going to work like
真
that。
係
你講起8號風球，我覺得好，like 我表哥嗰時咧，佢哋成日都因為3號風球都要翻工嘅，係打到8號、10號就唔使翻工噶嘛。So he's like 打8號，打8號，打8號。
Yeah.
睇波咁嘅
Yeah, but after 8號, if it's like just say if the morning, just say at night time it's 8號, and then in the morning is go back to 3號. Yeah, I think 天文台 does that, like the forecasting, they does that to keep the Hong Kong business, financial and everything
特
going.
登禮拜就會，如果真係要打咧，佢特登禮拜就會升去8號或者10號。禮拜1嗰時一定會變3號。
Yeah, 禮拜一準時翻工你睇。But then when you see the road and all the trees are gone down,
冇啲嗰啲車喺上面飛緊嘅，
照翻工，你真係冚算。
跟住老實望窗咁冇啊，
冇，你見到有見唔到啊？翻工啊，準時咯。唔使做啊！聽。Yeah, so
Tom 你唔好同我玩啦，嗱你9點之前要翻到嚟啊嚇。我幫我買埋杯 cappuccino 啊。
Yeah, like
That reminds me of someone that we know from Hong Kong. He used to study here. Joseph. Joseph Joko. Because I remember when we went over there, and that was when it was protests and all that shenanigans. And I don't know what we were doing because I know Joe works Monday to Friday, and I thought he was working. And I saw him. I was like, "You're not supposed to be working today." I texted him, and he goes, "What?" I was like, "Huh? My fan going?" 唉，是但都唔使翻都得嘅。Like,
What?
because there was protests, got a lot of road blockages and stuff.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Like Joe was like 扮翻唔到工啊，真係翻唔到。
Yeah, yeah.
And then I was like, oh, cool. Do you want to hang out later? And he goes, yeah, sure. but then I
Call back in.
and then I said, oh, I should be free after lunch because I was meeting up with my dad and his friends.
Yeah.
For飲茶. And then I text him and he texted back saying, oh, 真係要翻工啊. Because his boss actually lived close to Satine. So he found like another way.
Oh, yeah, there's another route.
Oh.
I think he told me that, yeah.
Joe knew the way, but 扮嘢睇下得唔得？
Yeah.
真係 like,
just
they do really want you to push you to go to work.
Yeah.
It's crazy though.
Yeah.
It's like 你死都唔怕，你一定要翻工啊。
Yeah. But yeah, I guess because I work
routine.
in two different companies. One is more kind of China, Hong Kong based, working as a fund accountant. So I do fund valuation and stuff like that every day. Just expected to work overtime. And
So what's like your normal working hours? Well, yeah,
like-
normal.
9 to 7. And you because like you fresh grad, you got like 12, like 12,000一個月.
Is that how much that equivalent to euro?
1,200?
真係好少。
Just
Wow.
10.
Like it's more when you work at McDonald's than actually doing.
Because I work in Hong Kong, McDonald's too.
Oh, it's supposed to be
That's
better
your
pay
dollar,
than
Duncan.
like graduate kind of roles, so isn't it? Am I mad?
Like I didn't know back then. Like I was working at 暑期工. That's like you get like I think I worked for a month. I got like 1K Hong Kong dollar.
Really?
Yeah. I worked 3 weeks.
That's dog
Got
shit.
1K. That's like €100 for 3 weeks of
How long
work.
ago was that though? 好耐啊，係嘛？
2K. That was like when I was it was a long time ago.
Oh, I think they've upped the price.
They should have, well, they better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have
But
upped the
like-
price.
Hong Kong minimum wage is
好低啊。
people cannot
Yeah,
like
yeah,
people
peop-
just surviving on it.
Just
Yeah,
about.
真係咯。
But like it's好
I
難。
remember 咩30蚊一個鐘係咪？
yeah, something.
Yeah.
30蚊 that's like what €3?
€3 now. Yeah.
做咩啊？Like
唔知喎。
Minimum of any like
oh,
the minimum
minimum.
pay. Is like
Oh, 30蚊。
yeah.
I think I got that when I was doing my intern. I got like bare minimum, just about, and I was considered really lucky to get that as
咁
well.
都話得。哦
Because
yeah.
usually, like with interns, they don't really,
They don't need.
they actually don't pay. They're just
Yeah.
there for experience and
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah,
Don't they?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like 'cause there's so many people in Hong Kong and so little jobs opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And-
you're just
yeah,
an
like-
intern. No experience. It's like,
Yeah.
you might as well just do all the
Yeah.
crappy work for us.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Usually, so.
你只不過係一個道具啫嘛。You're just a tool.
Just a number.
Yeah. So I worked in the first one, the China Hong Kong based one, the fund one for 1 year, and the second one is kind of like it's a US company, so it's better.
Better, yeah.
It's more. They have the more kind of Western
care.
culture.
Right, they care.
They
No.
care a bit more, but because you're in Hong Kong, it's still kind of Hong Kong way of doing things.
Yeah.
And, well, but that one I don't think I overtime that much. That one, well, it's supposed to finish at 6, so we normally finish at like 7.
That's
That was 1 hour
Really
extra, so
good.
it's
That's
okay.
really good.
Yeah, like consider in Hong Kong, living in Hong Kong, you get time after your work. It's pretty lucky. But when traveling to work, it's like 1 hour. So every day you spend 2 hours traveling and back from work.
Yeah.
Then at nighttime, you just like,
都瞓覺啦。That's
yeah, it's pretty
pretty
sad.
tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
But did it ever happen where 你走先 before your manager?
No, you can't do that. No. They give you a
Why
look.
can't you not do that though?
I wouldn't care. I'd be like, bro, I'm a super. He's like,
喂，老細，
聽日9點見啊！
老細唔好遲到啊！
Yeah, if you're high position, yeah, you could do that.
嗱，聽日爆風球都要到啊！
Yeah, 喺個度。
But he's like, wait, what?
Yeah, I like,
People just don't dare to go. Is it?
It's just hierarchy. It's just
Yeah.
You can't. You
Yeah.
don't. It's like respect. You don't leave until like because your manager's there. Why would you leave before your manager
Yes, but
leaves?
then why would your contract say 9點？
Your contract doesn't matter at that stage.
Exactly. 你應該拎你個 contract 出嚟啊嘛。
yeah, 每日走嗰時都係咁擺你。Give it a look. 其實
明啦。
We don't have HR over here. HR.
喂，咁翻到去係咪要擦你老細鞋啊？嗰啲咁嘅嘢㗎？Like，
If you want to,
如果想上位嘅呢 ？Yeah,
you want a promotion, yeah.
yeah,
But it's a lot of like攻心計and stuff happening because
yeah. 即係好多人好多時揾你 just for benefits。即
Yes.
係譬如有啲嘢唔識做啊，我會問 Eamon or Carson，跟住如果冇嘢要問咧，I'll be like don't fucking talk to me。
yeah. They have those ones.
Yeah.
Did you ever experience that yourself?
Yeah, well, the first one, because like the second one mostly is overseas return, so they all work in the second one, the US company. But the first one kind of it's very Hong Kong based, and most people there is kind of local, so they normally kept to themselves. And because I don't know anything, so if someone asks me to help him do something, I'll do it. But then if they don't need me, they wouldn't talk to me or anything. I was like,
喂，咁食 lunch 嗰陣時會唔會大家一齊？
會有分 group 咯。It's like the
哦，
小圈子咁樣去食飯呢個 thing. And then sometimes get along, but you don't normally like 工作嘅時候咪見咯。
即係 after work 你哋唔會出去飲嘢
Yeah,
嗰啲
like
嘅
no, not for the first one. The second one would because everyone's so friendly. In the second
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Because it's more overseas company.
Yeah, overseas
Yeah.
return. But there are some good ones as well that they're willing to share the knowledge and stuff. But of course, every company have different types of people. Even here, like I'm not saying here everyone's perfect, but just
Excuse
in
me?
general, it's better. Sorry? Yeah, talk about you, yeah. I think the 2 years really gave me an insight of working in Hong Kong used to be, and that's why I choose to come back here to finish my college, and then I'm working now. I would advise people to get away from Hong Kong if they could. Like here, people can afford a house. People working can afford a house. Like no matter what jobs you do, and you marry, then you can afford a house. But in Hong Kong, majority of the people cannot afford a house. It's a good and the bad side. Like all the country have good and bad side. But if you want to look for the long term, I think like I would choose Ireland over because I kind of grew up here, and I think a lot of Hong Kong people try to get out of the country as well because the new BNO and UK and then Canada allow people, Hong Kong people to kind of live there.
你有冇 BNO 啊？
Yeah, you do have BNO.
And how do you come about getting that?
So you have to, you know, 97, like 1997.
抽回歸係咪？
So before that, my parents bring me to get the BNO. But after that,
Is that
you won't
like
be
a
able to.
different passport? Is it?
Yeah, it's a British national overseas passport.
Okay.
Because before 97, it's still under British.
Yeah.
So anyone born before that, or the parents, they can apply for one. After that, it's gone. Some may not have a BNO. They can use this live outside the rule to travel to UK and to work and
Look for a job.
there.
And then hopefully get a visa, a working visa there.
Yeah.
But do people tend to hang out on the streets, or are they in shopping centre or in pubs or bars? You know, the cultural difference there from Ireland and Hong Kong or, you know, Asia.
Yeah.
You know, in Ireland, you always just see lads just hanging around Spar or just petrol stations, just doing fuck all, just standing around
Yeah.
and smoking, that's it. And then in Hong Kong, it's a bit different though, right?
Yeah.
You see a difference?
我喺香港我成日聽人講話有 happy hour. Like what is happy hour?
Basically, it's just
It sounds really kinky. It's like maybe it's not that type of stuff, but yeah, what
ending hour there.
Yeah, happy ending and happy hour.
Very
Yeah,
good
what
question.
is happy hour?
It's just like Friday or like after work hour. So just say people in like Zhongwan, like the kind of better financial area.
Okay.
So they finish probably 7 if they're on time. So from probably 7 to 9, they have drinks or like half price or something. So basically
Oh,
promotion
so that's
for
happy hour.
pubs and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, or
即係
just
happy hour 係淨係 on Friday and weekends 啫，or
I think on Friday. I think
即係 Monday
even on
係冇
weekday. I
happy
think
hour
even
I
on
think on
weekdays have.
depends, right?
Like, but only like the high 高層先會 like on a Monday go drinking after work.
Oh,
like,
I suppose because obviously they get out on time. So
Yeah, like the 底層 is like working their ass off, and then the 高層 is like enjoying golf and stuff like that.
yeah,
So
go.
because like everyone here can kind of play this
Yeah.
sports, but in Hong Kong,
或者
only
香
like,
港你係一定要好有錢先至
yeah,
去
it's like
打
you have to be like
golf
high
咁
level
high class.
people.
Yeah，
sort of.
呢度嗰啲咁嘅死窮鬼，其實乜個人都打到啦，driving range 上面。
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's like
Our
anyway.
culture is so different. Like.
Yeah, culture is different. And talk
Yeah.
about the hang around like stuff. I think here because young people have no place to go. In Hong Kong,
香港
like,
太多
Like,
嘢
the
做
thing is,
啦。
right,
Shopping
people in
centers.
Ireland have homes, but they don't like staying at home. Like people
Yeah.
in Hong Kong, like they
don't.
they really like staying at home, but
Yeah.
the place is so small.
Yeah.
They have no option but to
Yeah.
just go out and just walk around. That's
Yeah.
it.
Because I feel like 好多香港 not just 細路仔 but I'm sure like some adults as well they love staying at home like 即係打機啊 PC 啊 PS4 啊跟住睇股票 or whatever the hell it is 即係 they love staying at home just like 打電腦咯
Just
打
relax,
機
you know, after work.
Yeah.
a
Gay
long
pool,
day.
right? Gay pool is a place they always hang out, right?
yeah, gay po and Mamba and
Arcades,
stuff. Yeah, like
Yeah.
when I was younger, yeah, I always go Mamba after.
yeah
Because we like back then, internet is not that great, and people don't really have like a good computer at home, and they just hang out in the Mamba.
即係 Asian family 嗰啲 children 即係好中意打機即係譬如我哋出去飲茶都帶個 Game Boy 出去噶嘛
Yeah.
但係我媽嗰啲唔俾噶嘛
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah
我記得嗰時飲茶 I'll be like getting a piece of pen from the waiter and then start drawing playing couch exercises on my
哇，好似好老人咁慘嘅你。
No, act with my cousin. With my cousin.
Oh, I thought you play on your own. I was like, that's a bit sad, man.
On the white piece of
on the white piece.
You start creating so much games and stuff like that.
You do.
Kind of like, I think those are fun because like 你知你同你屋企人食飯或飲茶
Yeah.
so much
They just
to talk
talk.
They
about.
just kept
much,
talking.
You
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
get creative with
不過有時真係好鬼死悶喎。
Yeah. Back then, but when you're thinking back on
It's
it now,
actually
it
fun.
was. But like we're all grown up now. When you're actually interacting,
back.
it's actually really interesting what they talk about.
Because we do talk now, but I bet that we don't talk to people.
Yeah.
Our brains haven't developed. It's like just
Everybody just does it, you know.
oh yeah.
It's like 阿媽幾時走啊？就嚟走啦！And then 2 hours later，幾時走啊
都走咗，仲喺嗰度啊。
？Yeah，跟住you're in the process of leaving，跟住又見到邊個，埋單我嘅，
又錯翻啦。
跟住又講，
影貼紙相咯，有冇貼
貼紙相
But you only do it when there's a girl.
哦
Guys, it's like 4 guys.
揾咗4家出嚟影貼紙相，
And then put a how are you?
跟住眼超大嘅，
black 嘅 so
係咯，可以就係 pop 出嚟
影個樣都唔係你嚟嘅。
Yeah.
Different, like.
眼都大好大啦。
Yeah，跟住你有個 time limit 去 edit 你嗰啲相。
就好講嘅。
Yeah，跟住女仔啦，求撚期啦。
好貴喎嗰啲。
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
remember. Well, I didn't pay most of the
Yeah,
time.
usually we don't pay, yeah.
Yeah, it's usually the girls pay.
Because they want, they're the ones who want it. Like,
Yeah.
we're just trying to, like, get our face in there.
Yeah.
How come I pay?
唉，你又俾人呃咗啦。
Tom 你真係好 nice。
真係太順。
嚇，你又唔好再翻去啦。
唔翻去飲。
呢度放假真係冇咩做，you just go to the pub.
People's houses.
真係喎
food.
Even 你問你嗰啲 colleagues 啊，Oh, what are you doing for the weekend? Oh, going for drinks. 其實 Oh,
Great.
drink. No，呢度冇車係好唔方便咯。
Oh yeah.
真係香港真係好方便，
香港
咩都有。Like you go
香港
beach,
你都唔
everything is
需要
all
車
set，真係又
Yeah.
乾淨。Like lifeguards are there, like they actually do
Yeah.
their job properly.
They do.
you know?
They do.
It's not like
點解你笑嘅
Seriously, they don't do anything.
he knows. Yeah.
Manners, yeah.
？Yeah，
definitely.
即係我覺得呢度嗰啲人咧，佢哋 even table manners。
Yo, they have it here.
Yeah, they have it.
Yeah,
That's why it's really nice to live in here. Like my
Yeah.
parents, like even though my mom's from Malaysia, dad's from Hong Kong, they just both love living here.
Yeah,
This
it's
is really
simple.
nice, but like home is home to them. You
Yeah.
know, home is home, but
Yeah,
they,
home.
they still like living here.
Yeah.
It's a really nice place to live.
Yeah，
Yeah.
因為我啲 parents 係
That's
比較 like they're really traditional because they brought it from like a traditional family，即係譬如入屋要叫人啊，跟住食飯又係叫人食啊，跟住好多嘢咯。或者香港好似開始變緊啦，即係譬如入屋跟住唔叫人啦，跟住理得你死啊
Yeah,
like
they do.
yeah。
Oh, for me, I still keep up that tradition.
Yeah,
No, I mean like some people
People
that
that...叫uncle 啊，就
Yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
nice. Even when you go into your friend's house, they 唔識佢哋 be like, hi uncle.
因為就算你唔識
You know
你都照叫噶嘛
Yeah,
that's
they-
just a sign of respect like you know
Like,
yeah
common sense. Like, it's not really even like manners. I guess.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, it's common
like-
sense. That's where your parents,
Yeah.
you know, introduce that type of manners to you.
Yeah.
kind of a
exactly
sense.
yeah
Yeah. The Hong Kong do really well is queuing up, lining up.
oh yeah 好
Yeah.
合
Like
作
it's,
咯
yeah, whenever's first in the line, like no one cuts in and stuff like that. Everyone's
Yeah.
all organized. Ireland's like it's like a horde of cows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a horde of sheep just going in for food or something. It's crazy.
You ever see like 一個 big queue and then you're like 你排住咧 your friends like 你排咩隊？唔知啊，成班人排我排。
Yeah, I think I saw some challenge of there. 有隊咪排咯，係咯，一齊排下。
It becomes longer and longer.
No, because remember back then we were in Hong Kong, we're just doing like something like out of like a prank, or not a prank, let's just taking a piss. We're like, hey guys, let's all look up in the sky. I bet you we all looked up, everyone around us would look up. We did that, and then people
Yeah,
did.
someone would.
Yeah, we're like, wow.
Let's go.
Follow,
Everyone just
follow the
following the
crowd.
crowd.
唔係我覺得翻港 holiday 係真係唔錯嘅
So good.
但係如果
it's
住同埋
nice.
翻工咧 I think it would be a bit more stress
Yeah, I don't think I could handle that.
Well, it is good experience to get exposure to it. Well, like Tom obviously worked longer there, so he.
You
like-
how long you worked there?
Just 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah, but that was like internship. For me, that was like the whole summer. And then after that, I was like literally back into school or college.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have a summer. But yeah, it's just good to test the waters and see what it's like, work culture. And if it's right for you, then maybe Hong Kong style is like working in Chinese kind of culture then is right for you. If not, then back to Ireland or Western side. In a sense, you know what cultural shock is? So culture shock is pretty simple where, you know, a person who experiences all sorts of emotions when they are moving to a different kind of cultural environment or living in a foreign country or society, you know. So someone like, for example, Tom, literally, who lived in Hong Kong and has moved over here. You know, is it a cultural shock for you when you first moved?
English. Like when I first came here, I don't speak much English.
Yeah.
And it's just at first. But the good thing is they're quite open to explain. Like you ask them, excuse me, or pardon, or sorry, then they explain again. Or they don't mind Asian.
You trying is already good enough for them.
Yeah,
you know, they try and understand you.
Yeah, of course, there's some gonna be racist and stuff. But like a majority is really nice to you. I think that's kind of shock to me. It's like, why are you so nice? Yeah. That's one. And then another shock is like poor food. There's no choice of potatoes.
Yeah, chicken roll chippers.
You know, I was like, how can people live on chicken roll? But I've been living on chicken roll for a long time.
You adapt. 唔係，有陣時好耐冇食咧，you actually crave for it.
It's actually good.
Yeah.
Or spice bag. Spice bag is literally Irish thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It's crazy. Yeah, 3-in-1s, 2-in-1s, 4-in-1s.
Yeah, because like Chinese takeaway here, they don't really do Chinese food.
Yeah, it's not Chinese.
It's not really Chinese. It's westernized. It's westernized Chinese food.
So the freedom and the time, you get so much time.
Yeah.
There's so much time you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
In Hong Kong, it's like you don't always think you don't have enough time.
Yeah.
You always want
呢度係太多時間。
Yeah, it's like what am I going to be doing today? I have day off, 2 days off, and then I was like, what am I going to do today?
係咯。
I always feel like time goes so much slower in Ireland. When you're in Hong Kong, it's just 3個月已經過咗 just like
Yeah.
that.
It is scary.
It's like within the day, I mean, especially in the holiday mode, but it's just like if you have nothing to do, there is always something to do.
Yeah.
As you said, it's 24小時都唔夠嘅in Hong Kong.
But you adapted quite well over here. You know,
you
you're like
did
English
well.
has really improved. You understand a lot of like Irish accent, probably one of the hardest language to really
At first
listen.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People talk really fast and have a strong accent, so you've done well.
Thanks.
Yeah. Have you like kind of settled down here? Like you're comfortable?
Yeah, I think
You got used to it now.
I quite like Ireland, this country, and that's one of the reasons I choose here and over UK, I guess, because I never live in UK. But even though it's very similar, I would say, I would like to.
不過你有冇諗過去英國高住啊？
有諗過 Yeah, because like 因為我 BNO 我有 BNO 我開心。
Yeah. 但你都 prefer stay 喺呢度。
因為即係習慣咗，可
It's
能
like your second home, pretty
Yeah,
much.
I think all your friends are here.
Pretty
Like,
much.
yeah, like 舒服。
Yeah.
I think 舒服過英國，其實英國係會可能再急過香港。It's kind of like
Yeah.
我覺得差唔多同
Yes.
香港啲
都係冇咁
very, yeah.
Because 因為好多香港人會去英國先。
Yeah.
They wouldn't choose Ireland like. Who would know?
都冇人識愛爾蘭啊。
If you're in 香港 you'd be like 你喺邊度住㗎？愛爾蘭英國
英國。其實唔係舅父係啊，你過到英國，你記得打電話翻嚟啊。
英國
的士佬你喺邊度嚟㗎？愛爾蘭啊？英國啊？
英國。
有一次我記得同的士佬傾偈啊嘛，其實你住喺邊啊？愛爾蘭啦，我都去過，話倫敦好靚嘅。
喂，不過愛爾蘭真係冇人識，
真係冇人識，而家可能多啲啦。
而家會多咗。
What do you like most about your own culture? You like
What
about-
culture am I?
你想啦。
Yeah, it's
Both.
open. Yeah, you can decide.
Hong Kong culture I love most. Food is a big one, and then I think transport is great. Where with Ireland, then I think the freedom in the air, and I love the way here. Like you look up to the sky, you can actually see the sky. It's so nice. In Hong Kong, like you look up,
You can't see anything.
you just
Alright.
高樓大廈
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
No, I definitely prefer living in Ireland. 即係我湯話齋嚟呢度唞啖氣都得啦，係咪先？同埋香港你做嘢even like 生活 as a living 咩都好快咯，要同埋好大壓力咯。
Yeah, for me, I think it'll be like food, definitely food. 即係啲 like dessert and everything like that. Oh, man, even McDonald's, if they had a special movie going on.
No，佢哋麥當勞成日都有嗰啲matcha ice cream。
I remember when Shrek the movie came out, they made a matcha version of the matcha ice cream sundae.
Yeah.
Oh, 真係好味. And then Sunday you could get peanuts on it and sprinkle on top. Oh,
They do loads. Like have rice as well. Like they have.
yeah,
all
they
sorts.
do like
Yeah.
rice burger and McDonald's,
Yeah.
chicken
Crazy.
wings. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't complain. It's just like
跟住去超市買紅豆冰啊，
yeah.
跟住你可以落街買糖水啊。
So convenient. Literally, you just
God.
you just walk and yeah.
Yeah.
I think working there did open up my eyes and saying like not to be too slow at working and to like it's good to be kind of fast but not too fast.
Yeah.
Good to a certain amount, and I think I did learn how to work smart over there as well. It's working fast, but in a smart environment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And not slow and just, yeah. Yeah, what advice, for people,
coming over.
From, from Hong Kong over here, just Asia, like, let's say your girlfriend was coming over from Taiwan to here, what advice would you give?
Well, because I'm here, so she'll be fine.
Yeah.
But like, if you're coming here kind of on your own or like family kind of stuff, I think like do prepare for racism. Like, there's teenager here that doesn't, just how their parents taught them, how their parents, they just learn from their parents and they just slag you or whatever, and just don't take it too hard and just let it be. And you're in someone else's country, it's not your place, I guess. Do be polite to the people, but other people are polite to you too, and you do learn from them. And don't be scared to speak English. I think that's the one main thing. It doesn't sound okay at first, but like you speak it 2, 3, 4 times, and like you can learn from their accents, or you can learn from how other people speak English. That's how I learn English, I think. Just listen a lot, and then try to talk a lot, even though you don't know what you like, even though it's not perfect English, but just give yourself a chance to learn this. Be willing to step out of your comfort zone, as you always say. And
yeah, I guess talking about more if you're coming over, I always see Ireland as a place for studying. It's a really nice place for studying. There's not much to do here, but it really is. If education is something that you want to focus on, I think Ireland can provide that for you. The people here, the cultural shock you might get is just sometimes people here are quite open and they like to kind of like slag or mess with people a lot. Don't take it to heart. They are just kind of like we're just open that way. I mean, of course, there's a negative side of it, but generally, it's more just kind of like a way for people to kind of like just have a banter. It's all a banter and cracker rate, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, if you do guys want to come over, I really think it's a good place to be.
Yeah, what Eamon said, so if you're thinking about education-wise for your kids, I think Ireland would be a really good location for that, because it's just less stressful, and you do get like a life over here. And living-wise, 真係冇咩做嘅, but 如果你真係you can save a lot of money here, because 因為真係冇嘢做, unless you're a fucking alcoholic, like
you drink.
Yeah, you spend all your money on drinks. But other than that, then you're fine.
Take into account obviously the racist remarks. It's like whatever. It's been said to me ages ago, so like it's.
Sure, we had one yesterday anyway.
Yeah, exactly, but like we're not gonna do anything. You just all talk, like it's gonna happen everywhere around the world, and like, but like in the end, I think Ireland's probably the most accepting. Like the people there are just really accepting of no matter where you are. They're really interested in you. If you really like your English is not the best, still try, because they'll be more than happy to guide you and help you. It's not like a country that they shut you off because they're foreigners here. Yeah, it's a good place I think it's a really good place to just study, work here, like, because a lot of companies are moving over here, so like Ireland is going to be the new kind of company hub because of Brexit and stuff, so Ireland's just going to keep growing. It's a good place to explore. All right, ladies and gents, that's a wrap. So appreciate Tom for coming here as a special guest, to discuss cultural difference and cultural shock. If you have any other further questions, reach out to Tom. His Instagram page will also be linked in the comment section below as well. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. We certainly did anyway. So show some love by liking this video and subscribing to the channel Companion of Fools on YouTube. Also follow our Instagram page Companion of Fools, and feel free to drop any questions or queries or anything that you may have in there. And also don't forget to follow our Twitter page, Companion of Fools 1. Yeah, I guess that's it, guys and girls. Have a good day. Enjoy the summer. And most importantly, stay safe.